This is At Face Value.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again, episode 39 at Face Value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Will.
Super excited to have you back again for another week. We're currently watching the National Championship on a Monday. It is Houston and Florida. Been pretty much a crapshoot to begin with. A lot of rebounds, a lot of missed shots. I think one hit three the entire game to this point. So
Two.
But I mean, honestly though, from everything it looked like in the first round, dude, it was. If you look at the first half, like it was looking like it was gonna be Auburn and Duke.
Oh yeah,
for a while.
That was two all-time Final Four games.
Absolutely,
they were both really good. Did you watch the? I know you fell asleep on the Duke one, but did you watch the Auburn Florida game? Will?
No. I was watching 12-year-old Major League Baseball.
Oh, how was that?
It was as riveting and as
like
great.
actual 12-year-olds.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
like
Yes. It was really fun. You know.
No errors.
No errors. A whole lot of strikes thrown.
No.
Just contact up and down both lineups.
That's great.
It was really, really, really fun stuff. Glad I had to miss Auburn and Florida play for that game.
Yeah, my son's road to the show got delayed by a game. They were supposed to play on Saturday, and the opening day got delayed from rain. So they were like the only ones out of Jackson County that delayed, though, which I was kind of upset about. But because Inez and Edna both played, but
on Saturday.
But it is what it is. So
yeah,
but it's part of it. But yeah, watching basketball, and like I said, Auburn comes out. I think they were up by 8 at halftime. Florida finally got going, ended up winning that one in a big time game, and then the other one,
the nightcap, man.
Like Will's been talking about it the last couple weeks, and then it all came to fruition. It was Duke's never going to get beat. Duke's going to beat themselves, and they being up 6 with 30 seconds left. Like you just think like it's a lock, and then all of a sudden, here we go. So.
Or 14 with, 8 minutes to go or 10 minutes to go? I don't know. Just 14 at one point.
Yeah, just an absolute meltdown. Like, offense just stagnant and, yeah.
Well, then, dude, like, even, like, the last sequence of offense, like, I know we were texting, we're like, Duke's down 1 with how much time? It was like 18 seconds left. Like, you have all the time in the world to draw up your best play, set something up, and they said, "Here, Cooper, just take the ball and go score."
And dude, like, I know you mentioned it too. Like, and even the announcers and everybody mentioned it too. They were like, "That's a good look, dude." I didn't think that was a good look at all. Like, he was fading away, spinning, contested, like. They gotta find another way to drop a play. Like absolutely. X's and O's wise, like what is going on? Like you gotta drop a better play with the game on the line. And you don't need a 3, you need a 2.
Yeah.
Like penetrate. Try to draw a foul. Like
just draw up a play.
Yeah.
They to me all it was give the ball to Coop, ISO, everybody clear out. There was nothing else drawn up for that. Like,
and I know what you were saying on the way here, like about the percentage.
Yeah, so I listened to a guy that said like that's one of his favorite shots, and he's shooting a very, very, very minimal percentage on it. He loves a little 12 to 14 turn around, fade away in the paint.
So he got where he wanted to be.
He got what he thinks he wants, but he does not shoot a high percentage.
25% or something.
It's not good. But he takes these shots all the time. And he looks like he's comfortable doing it. He just doesn't seem to execute it right. So, yeah, in their mind, I'm sure they were happy with the look, and I've seen worse looks.
Absolutely.
But just the inability to get some sort of play or just movement, like y'all said, Duke's down 1, get a foul call, or get something. But you just sat there, dribbled it down. And, okay, if you want to dribble it down to 8 and then start a play to get a shot, but they didn't do any of it. Like, not a single thing.
And the only reason I really thought it was a good look is because, like, it's the best player in the NCAA 6'11".
Yeah.
I mean, it was contested to a point, but I still thought, like, for all things considered, I mean, if you're gonna be a top guy that wants to be a top guy at the next level, you got to hit that shot.
I mean, you'd like for him to, but I mean, he's still really good.
Well,
27-15, he had a crazy line.
Well, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from that.
Yeah.
But
another thing too, like you were saying with movement, like somebody set a pick, like get a better high percentage shot for this guy.
But they were also so cleared out. There was nobody there to even rebound.
Yeah,
because they literally cleared out the entire court.
Yeah, it was.
And of course, hindsight, the shot goes in. No one says a thing. But
Absolutely.
to me, Shire mishandled the entire situation.
But turn it back the other way, like say he makes that shot, Houston advances the ball with a timeout. Houston's going to be drawing up a play.
Absolutely.
Kelvin Sampson's drawing up a play to get a bucket.
Yeah.
Probably something within 5 feet of the rim.
Yeah, and didn't they do that in one
to Purdue?
Yeah, they did that to Purdue.
It drew a layup play.
Unbelievable, like drawing up
with
play.
with less than a couple seconds left on the clock when they drew that up. So
yeah. That's just an X's and O's thing. Like I guess I'm guessing he's a pretty young manager or young coach. I don't know.
He is, yeah.
So Shire took over when Coach K retired.
Like he was like his heir apparent. Like he like when he retired, he said hire John Shire as the next head coach.
But was Shire ever like threatening to leave? Like was he like a hot name like on any of
I don't think he was a hot name. I think it was just like this guy's been under me. Like he's seen how it's going the program.
I think there was one time he almost left for like a lower level mid major, but nothing like it wasn't like another high D1 or blue blood was knocking at the door.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, what this is year 2 or 3?
3, for sure 3.
So I mean, I would say all things considered, because I mean they've been competitive every year he's gotten there. Like it's not like North Carolina where they took a huge dip. So
well, they went to the national title in year 1.
They did
in year 1.
Yeah, but I think that was Roy Williams' talent when he just kind of
true. I mean, I told Lucas, like, you ask me right now, I still think Duke's the best team in the nation.
Oh,
like I don't think that. Yes, they lost a game, but I still think they're better than the other 3 that were in the Final Four.
I don't know. Florida and Billy Donovan look pretty good.
About 2008?
Dude, when he first came up, I actually thought that was him for a minute. I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. Like, that's funny, dude. But no, it is kind of crazy. But no, the other thing I was looking at, because it's funny, so I'm on X scrolling. Dude, like, I hate that they're doing these games in football stadiums. Like, think about how much money you're paying to be, like, in the nosebleeds, like, where you're pretty much having to watch the Jumbotron the entire time that you're watching the game. Like, it's just kind of crazy to me.
But I feel like they've done that for years, right? Like back in the day, like, the Alamo Dome was, like, there was a huge, like, it was in the 80s.
Yeah, but what's the draw? Is it just being at the game? Like,
ticket sales.
Dude, people buy it.
Well, that's what I mean. But if I'm a fan,
because
what am I getting out of sitting up
to say you went?
Yeah, like that's.
But I mean, have you ever been to like a basketball game and sat in the nosebleeds? Even in an NBA stadium. Like I went to the finals in what was it, 2013 in San Antonio. It was the Heat and the Spurs.
Yeah.
We were up in the nosebleeds. I could barely see anything.
Yeah.
It was a tough watch even from up there. So, I mean, but I was at the finals.
Yeah.
I've been to an NBA finals game.
You can always say you were there.
Yeah.
And that's all it is, because you're sitting in probably an 18,000 seat capacity stadium compared to they got 40, 50 plus thousand seats probably.
It's like 60.
And I don't know what the prices are running for the nosebleeds, but one of the guys that I'm doing a bracket challenge thing with, him and his son went to the game, and they were like, they weren't courtside, but they were lower level. It was like $2,000 a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For the Final Four on Saturday.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Looks real good on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't miss a thing.
Looks real good on the TV.
But he said it was electric. He said it was super loud. Like he said, it was
I'm
loudest
sure,
and one of the craziest events he's ever been to. And I know he goes to a lot of like UT football games and like, yeah, he just said it's one of the best sporting events he's ever been to. But
I'm sure the atmosphere is still great. It's just
Yeah.
as far as watching the actual game,
Yeah.
it's like you're just watching ants run around.
For
But
sure.
I don't know. Of course, I also sit in the upper. I also sit in the nosebleeds like the Cowboys, and it's like pretty much the same thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see like who just who made the catch, you know, like dang it, I guess that was Dak.
I was waiting.
You know, but yeah, it's I mean, it would be fun to go to, but I don't know if I wouldn't pay premium prices to sit in the nosebleeds for sure.
no.
If I had an opportunity to get tickets like lower bowl, that kind of thing for a reasonable price, that would be something to go to. But you have to think too, like, man, like, I don't know if you've ever been to where the Alamo Dome is. Like, parking sucks.
Yes.
Like, walking sucks.
Everything about that area is
Like, it's not a good area. Like, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And man, like, if you're staying in town, I'm sure hotels are priced. Like, it's a, you know, I mean, I guess we're close enough to just drive it, but
For sure. But then, like you said, with parking, like you gotta get there super early to get a decent spot, and you're still not gonna get a decent spot. So
yeah. Of course, you've been to the Alamo Dome. We went to watch it USA Mexico.
that's right.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Dos Acero.
That's right. But yeah, it's a. I think San Antonio, though. I mean, it is a pretty walkable city downtown around the River Walk. That's kind of cool, but I don't know. I think the right price would have to come available for me to pull the trigger to go.
Yeah, and
Or like your favorite team's playing.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
like it's like a once in a lifetime kind of deal. Like
And
like LSU making the Final Four. Like that's
was-
not gonna happen very often.
I was just gonna say, the trajectory that's going right now. I don't think I'm gonna see that in my lifetime.
I'm in the same boat.
I mean, LSU's made a few Final Fours.
Dude, we didn't even put that in the notes.
We'll get there. We have a game going on, fellas. You know,
Yeah.
there's no need to bring up anything else.
I mean, since we're on basketball, what's the guy's name? Bucky
Bucky
Williams?
Is it Bucky Williams?
McMillan.
Bucky McMillan. Oh yeah, he's got Bucky Ball.
Yeah,
He's bringing from
Bucky Ball.
Samford.
Bucky Ball.
You've heard of Bucky Ball out of Samford, right?
Dude, yeah.
I've done my research.
Dude, there's a lot of Aggies that are very happy with the hire.
I'm not
kidding.
I'm not upset about the hire. In the moment, of course, I was a little bit frustrated because
They didn't get your guy.
A&M doesn't get any guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they do. Did you see that tweet by Billy Lucci?
this ought to be good.
What do you say?
Oh, dude. It was like freezing cold takes. Hang on. Let me pull it up. Y'all keep talking about the hire. It was great.
I mean, at first, yes, obviously, I wanted Chris Beard, or I would have even the coach at Mississippi State, who's had some good couple years there, turned that program around. He was talked about. Hoiberg at Nebraska. They threw out all these big names. Only a couple sites even had Bucky McMillan listed as like a guy that A&M might be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, out of the blue, seemingly, here comes the report, and that's who we hire. So, of course, yeah, at first, I'm like, okay, we're going after a big name guy, and unless the only one that I read publicly that turned it down was Chris Beard.
Yeah.
If everybody else did, and we had to settle, but I mean, look at what Golden's doing at Florida. He came from a small school, and here they are in the national title. So, you know, I'll give him a couple years. There's a lot of people excited. They think there might be a couple of rough years coming up. He's got to rebuild this program, but if they give him the time, I'm not as in the moment as irritated or frustrated as I was, and I'm willing to give the guy a chance. And I think, you know,
I mean, I think the tougher part is the depth of the SEC that you have to rebuild in.
Yeah.
which is why
Like
I'm telling you, there's going to be a couple of years where we're going to have
I mean, that's what LSU's
we're
going
going to
through.
have some rough things coming.
Yeah, that's what LSU's going through. Like,
Yeah.
like if he's rebuilding in the SEC 4 years ago,
We,
I mean, there's a shot to make the tournament this year.
we also have
For
nothing.
sure.
We had eight seniors, and our best returning player followed Williams to Maryland.
Yeah.
Pharrell Payne went to Maryland. So, yeah, probably gonna be a rough year next year, which was probably coming. But as adamantly as I was mad in the message when I texted Joe, I digress, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. I think it could be a lot more positive than I initially thought.
You ready for the tweet?
Yes.
Billy Lucci on 6/10/2021. First comes the commitment, then the right coach,
I did see that.
then the culture change. Jimbo, 1 natty, 1 playoff. Buzz, Elite 8, 3 16s. And Schloss, 5 College World Series, have been in Aggie Land in a combined 5 years and 5 minutes. Next come the championships. And now we're here.
I did see that.
4 years later, they're all gone.
Oh, God.
Culture does not change.
Yep.
And no champs.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Start over.
That's a brutal freezing cold takes exposed.
Yeah.
But when the hires were happening, like you were talking about not getting big guys, like when the hires were happening, like
whenever we got Jimbo, everybody was ecstatic.
Of course, he just came off a natty. Like
he had a couple down years at Florida State, but there was no way you'd have thought, and we've talked about before, Jimbo is not as bad as it actually seems.
I am, dude. Like as many people, dude. I'm sure, as you can tell, I'm not a big A&M fan. I can't stand the school. I can't stand the fans. Can't stand the tradition. The one thing I'll tell Aggies is like, dude, that's not all Jimbo's fault, man. Like every single year, the starting quarterback gets hurt in the first 2 games of the season.
I agree.
Like, but everybody's like, Jimbo sucks as a coach. I mean, I'm sure there were some boneheaded decisions. I don't know what the culture was like in there. Whatever.
I'm not saying
things that were bad.
I'm not saying we were ever going to be 11-1 and go win something, but he got dealt a few bad hands.
Dude,
that's all I'll say. We'll move on with Jimbo. Whenever we hired Slosh, I was ecstatic.
Oh yeah, when he was at TCU.
That was
dude, absolutely.
That was my favorite hire we had in years.
Yeah,
I was super excited, and we got fairly immediate returns.
Yeah,
I mean, turn that program back into what it used to be. Gee, my goodness, what a terrible sequence of Houston. Yeah. Yeah, I was super excited. Even when we hired Buzz, I wasn't that upset. He'd had success, and like he took us to 3 straight tournaments. You know, a couple years ago we were a close finish against Houston to go to the Sweet 16. This year we had Michigan dead to rights until we didn't. So I mean, but yeah, now we've restarted with all 3 of the 3 hires. I mean, Elko's got to be the favorite hire. So far. I'm giving McMillan 0 to go with here.
Yeah.
But you can't be excited about what's going down with the baseball team. Although they got a big series win.
It was a big series win at Tennessee.
At Tennessee, yeah.
Also, but kind of said that'd be I did say a sweep, but most Aggie thing would be to look what they look like and then go win
17 runs.
And 9 in the first game.
Yeah. They outscored 26-9 in 2 games.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the second.
Or
they got shut out.
Second and third. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The second and third. You hit in game 1. You're like, oh god.
Yeah.
No, I immediately said that. It's like what is going on?
Like no hit and
this
run rule.
This may not get any worse.
Yeah.
And then we go in 9-3, and then actually run rolled in game 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure in game 3 maybe they just put in the walk-ons and was like, hey, we're gonna punt this thing, but yeah.
But
there's the state of A&M sports.
But my thing with the baseball team though, if you want to go baseball,
I'm sure we'll go back and forth to basketball a lot. So.
Yeah, that's to be expected. But the talent's there. We know that they were preseason number 1. Like we know they're good baseball players.
Yeah.
This is what happens whenever we hit.
Well, yes, but the talent's there. Like
absolutely.
This can easily happen. Like A&M can win against any team in the country. On talent alone. If
our bullpen can just survive, and if any of our other starters besides Lamb can find a way to make it 6 innings, yeah, we'll be okay. And if our guy scored 9 runs a game, oh yeah, we're great. But that's the problem. You get no hit, look like garbage, and then you put up 26 runs in 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
It could be the spark they needed though.
Yeah,
I mean, you never know.
You could go.
I mean, there has to be a serious run, though. And, I mean, it's not like it gets easy. I mean, I guess going to Tennessee's
about as hard as it gets.
It's impressive, but have y'all seen the latest standings?
No,
SEC has 8 of the top 10 teams.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 of the top 10.
I haven't seen the newest.
I think the only two that aren't.
Who's the new one?
Is it Florida State?
Arkansas and Texas.
Oh, I haven't seen the new one. I'm sorry. This was pre A&M series. I looked at it.
I think there's 4 other teams in the top 10. Right
Is it now?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause it was
It was like 4 of the top 5 or something.
going into the weekend. There was only 2, and it was Florida State.
And I think Oregon State's up there.
I don't remember. But yeah, it was 2. SEC had 8 of the top 10 going into this past weekend series, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's Arkansas, Texas, LSU. Top 3.
And
And then
Clemson's 4.
Tennessee
So
5.
Clemson's
Oregon State 8. Florida State 9. UCLA 10.
So I bet Clemson was probably the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
And Tennessee dropped to 5. Ole Miss jumped to 6. Georgia dropped to 7 after getting swept in Austin.
But then you still have Auburn 11, Alabama 12.
Yeah. Vandy 17. OU 19.
I saw some stupid A&M fan tweeting about how A&M rose 40 spots after the series. Like, who gives a flying you know what? We rose 40 spots. Well, yeah, whenever you drop 400, it's easy to climb 40 spots.
I mean, there's
It's a ridiculous tweet. I don't know who you were, but that was ridiculous.
There's a huge
Ridiculous.
there's a huge uphill climb for A&M. I think to get into this tournament, like just to make a regional, you got to get to 12 to 13 wins.
This was like starting at the top of Everest, falling to the bottom, and then having to reclimb it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what are y'all? 3 wins?
Three SEC wins.
Yeah. That's I meant SEC wins.
Yeah.
You got to get to 12 to 13
3
to
SEC
get a bid.
wins.
I mean, so you're
No.
looking at 10 more wins in 18 games. So
Yeah.
you have to go 10 and 8.
No, Lucas, you don't. You have to do better because you forget how bad we were non-conference.
Nah, the SEC RPI, LSU's RPI before conference play was like 53 or something crazy, and I think they're in the top 10 in RPI now. Like just by starting SEC play,
Yeah. So they go to South Carolina this week.
that should be winnable.
No, they're at home against Arkansas.
That's not.
I mean, I'm sorry. They're at home against South Carolina.
Win. Should
Then
be.
they go to Arkansas.
That's 2. If you can take 1 from Arkansas, that's 3.
Then they go to Texas.
I mean, you take 1 from Texas, that's 4.
Then they get LSU at home.
Take 1 from LSU, that's 5.
Then they have Missouri at home.
You should take all 3 of those. That's 8.
Have we already lost to Missouri? Oh, Missouri's bad. We haven't played that.
Missouri's bad.
Then
That's 8.
Then you go to Georgia.
So you got to take 2 or 3. You got to find a way to take 2 or 3 from Georgia, Arkansas, or LSU.
You really think we find a way to climb to right at 500 and we sneak our way in?
In SEC play, yeah.
If you can
That's
make it run in the
insane.
tournament too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But if you get to 12 to 13 wins in the SEC, you're going to be on the field.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
Because the SEC is going to get at least 10
The
teams.
fact
10
that I'm having to find a way to get the number 1 preseason team to a regional is just
Yeah. You got to go 10 and 8.
It's not ideal.
it's not ideal, Brian. It is not ideal. I will give you that. This is not the conversation I thought we'd be having. What are we? Are we mid-season? Do we call this mid-season?
I mean, there's
It's not mid-conference play. I know, but
there's 6 weeks left.
yeah.
There's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So after this weekend, it'll be
You're about 40%
Even.
through.
You'll be
Yeah.
team 50% done with the conference season.
I guess teams should be finding their stride, if not already towards the point of peaking of what the team they're going to be. So maybe there's a turnaround.
I mean, yeah.
Hope the first 6 weeks weren't the damn team that was going to be out there. So
Yeah, I mean LSU.
Oh.
LSU went to OU, swept them in OU, in like freezing temperatures.
Really?
Used 5 pitchers on the weekend. Didn't
The
give up
whole
a,
weekend?
5 pitchers the whole weekend.
Wow.
Didn't give up a single earned run all weekend.
Oh my god.
that's not
With-
that's not sustainable.
Not even a little bit.
That's not.
Not even a little bit. But our starter, so Kyson Witherspoon, who's OU's pitcher, he's the best pitcher in college baseball. He's unreal. Like he's so good.
You said he's probably number 1, right?
I mean, he's not going to go 1 overall, I don't think, because he's a righty, but he'll be top 10 pick, top 10, 15 pick. But Cade Anderson for LSU, he's our Friday night guy. He threw a complete game shutout,
Wow.
135 pitches.
That's
Like, it's crazy. And so that was 1. And then the next day we had threw 2 guys. I think they won like 3-2 or 3-1. And then on Sunday they won 3-2.
Dang.
I know, actually, we won 10-2 on Saturday.
Playing good right now.
Yeah. But LSU's problem is the bullpen. Like,
So
we
you
have
just
we
don't
have,
throw the bullpen.
we have 2 to 3. Yeah, I mean,
Let's just burn our guys out before we get to May.
we have 2 or 3 guys that they trust out of the bullpen, and then that's it. Like they don't have anybody else they can count on. So that's LSU's biggest question mark. But they're pretty good. Their lineup can hit 1 through 9, and I don't know. They're gonna be a tough out for anybody. But yeah,
Sure. In Texas, they swept Georgia.
they swept Georgia. That's a big series.
That's a
win,
good.
man.
Was that a dishwalk or?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good
just
call.
well.
Yeah,
That's a really good series win.
Yeah, they're playing really good right now. They go to Kentucky next weekend, then Auburn, and then they got Aggie coming in.
and
But like the
I think I texted you this, Brian. Like, I guess UT like had a deal with baseball as well, just like football. Like
Is it the easiest SEC schedule?
their SEC conference schedule.
They get everybody at home.
Every good team they play this year, except Arkansas, they play at home. Every single one of them.
They go into like Missouri and they go into
Yeah, they're going to Kentucky.
yeah, they go. So they end.
Okay, easy.
So they end
It's crazy.
at Kentucky. Then they host Auburn, who's number 11 right now. So that's at home. Then they got A&M at home. Then they go to Arkansas. Then they got Florida at home, and then they go to Norman to end it.
Like it's
Winnable.
that's crazy.
Yeah, to host all the big ones.
Yeah, that's nuts. So I mean,
And it's not like football, right? Though, like
No,
doesn't it just shuffle every year?
it
Like,
shuffles every year.
you know,
It shuffles every year. Yeah, but those are still big wins. Like you still gotta take care of business and do what they did.
yeah,
But I mean,
it helps to have it lined up like that, though.
dude, I mean LSU went into Austin, lost the series, dominated game 1. We're dominating the first half of game 2, and then the bullpen came in and did what the bullpen does, blew it.
Yeah,
And the wheels fell off. They still had a chance to win that game, and then
Gas.
game three was just a wash. Like they were
Yeah.
bad. The approach was bad. Everything. But if that game is in Baton Rouge, if that series is in Baton Rouge, I mean,
yeah,
I feel pretty confident LSU takes 2 out of 3.
for sure.
But
Hey, you take what you give.
absolutely, 100%. I mean, going to Arkansas, that's gonna show how good Texas really is.
Yeah,
Because Arkansas is a machine, dude.
that'd be fun too. Number 1, number 2 playing.
Yeah, Arkansas is a machine, dude. You should. I mean, Missouri's not a good baseball team,
Yeah.
but go look at those scores, dude. I think one game they put up 27 runs.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like the most runs ever in Arkansas in a conference game ever.
Golly.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's only a 7-inning game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 27-4 or something.
Jeez.
Like Arkansas is a
Ugh.
really good baseball team.
Can you like 20-run roll in 5?
Shoot, Missouri's not good, and Florida's still losing too.
So they won 21-3, 14-4, and 16-2.
Never mind, they did put up 27.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, they put up 21 instead.
Yeah, it was 21-16
they put up 51 runs over the weekend.
Yeah.
And 7 innings each game.
all games.
Yeah,
They put up how many?
is 51 runs
In 21 innings.
and 21 innings.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
And they gave up how many?
They gave up 9.
My goodness.
And the 2 they played on Sunday yesterday, and so they won 14-4 and 16-2 back to back.
Yeah, Arkansas's a problem. Arkansas's a
They
problem.
go to Georgia this weekend though, so
Yeah.
it'll be a good series.
Man.
For
And
sure.
then- and they host Aggie.
Yay.
So
I mean,
Let's try to not get one run rolled off.
maybe they wasted all their runs.
you hope.
Pretty sure A&M did that.
Gassed out.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Then we didn't have to score 17, guys. We could have saved those and stretched that across a few other SEC games.
Oh man. But back to basketball, dude. Rockets, they locked the 2 seed.
Not officially.
They're what, 3.5 with 4 games?
So Houston only has 3 games left. LA's in third. They have 4.
Okay.
So if Houston was to lose all 3, and if LA was to win all 4, LA actually has the tiebreaker. So
Okay.
we don't have the second seed. But
So if LA wins, loses any
any
game,
game.
it's over, and if
yeah,
Houston wins one,
because they're too many. They're they're 4.5 or 5 games ahead of Denver. So yeah, Denver can't catch them. But yeah, if LA loses or we win one, then yeah,
It's crazy, dude, because like the East is like locked. Like everybody's locked in. Well, I mean, it can move like
no, everybody's. Yeah, you could have.
like 4 through 6 can move a little bit, but like everything else is locked in. Like all the playoff, the 7 through 10 is locked in. But then the West, like it's still just like wide open. Like it could be
Yeah,
all over the place.
Houston's doing good down the stretch here. I mean, they just beat the Thunder. They just beat Golden State last night.
Dude, I didn't realize that they beat Golden State earlier in the season, and they said that Golden State had a 15-game winning streak against Houston. I was like, golly, that's
Really?
unbelievable. Yeah, dude. Like even when the Rockets have been bad, but like even when the Warriors were playing pretty rough, like they were still like just throttling the Rockets every single time.
No, yeah, this is a much quicker turnaround for Houston. You know, I expected playoffs this year, but I was thinking, hey, if we can avoid the play-in tournament, if we can get a top 6 seed,
For sure.
that to me was a successful year in the West, who is perceived to be much better, top to bottom, than what the East is.
100%.
And yeah, man, they've exceeded all expectations. This young core of players is playing really well together. If Jalen Green shoots 35% from the field, like they're tough to beat.
Yeah.
If he shoots, worse, then yeah, but just really good. And you got Jabari Smith Jr. turned into a really great 6-man candidate, not for this year, but like moving forward with his team.
Right.
I just hope they don't pull. I've talked about it before too. Just don't tear this thing down. Ride it out until you can't pay them all. At some point, you won't be able to pay them all.
I saw something that the Rockets, or it may have been just a proposed, but it was like the Rockets potentially going for Luka in the off season, like trying to steal him away from LA.
Is it that, or did you see the article where they did a proposed trade for Luka from all 30 teams?
Oh, it may have been that.
Yeah, so yeah, you probably caught that. I saw that article too. So some guy wrote an article, and here's what the Mavs got for Luka. Here's what all 30 teams could have given up where the money worked and like wouldn't have been a crazy trade. And the Rockets had one of the 2 best packages to offer, and I think the package that the guy proposed was Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Shepherd, Dylan Brooks, and two first round unprotected picks.
Oh, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
I would have sent that.
Yeah.
I would have sent that immediately.
Really?
Yes. Now, would he have meshed with this team?
Who knows?
Who knows? And the answer is probably not.
Him
And would they be better with? Because losing Jabari Smith Jr. and Dylan Brooks is probably our 2 best defenders.
Yeah.
Reed Shepherd is never going to find time, so they need to trade him
While his stock is still high.
Still high.
Yeah.
because now Fred VanVleet's kind of fallen off, so we're going to need a point guard. But I don't know if Shepherd's the guy. So until VanVleet's off the books, and but he's not going to. Cam Whitmore is a very good scorer. I thought Cam Whitmore was going to turn into what Cam Thomas did.
Yeah.
Where like
6-man just
6-man, but then he
something.
just starts scoring
Yeah,
points
points.
to the point they have to put him in the like he has that kind of potential.
Yeah.
Can't find him in it because like they were that, and especially this late in the season.
Yeah.
Most teams are running an 8-man rotation, and playoffs you're going to run 8-man, maybe 9 if you get in foul trouble.
Yeah.
So, it's a great problem to have, but like there's still so much talent that's not even being tapped into. But the Rockets are healthy; they're playing good basketball. It's going to be hard to get past the Thunder, and this could be a thing like with what the Thunder did. They were the number 1 seed last year, got bounced early because of youth. We might get bounced for second round, probably for sure, maybe first round, but. This has been a great season. Ime Udoka's doing a great job, and
They definitely got
very
the
exciting.
Got the right fit.
Yeah, that was a great hire. He got fired from Boston for doing things that a lot of coaches have done way worse than what he was accused of, and not lost their job. So hey, glad Boston did it, and he's with us now. But the West is interesting. I think 4 through 8 have the exact same record right now, or so 4 through 8, or is it?
5 through
5
8.
through 8.
Well, but I mean, really, like it's pretty much 4 through 8 because Denver's 47 and 32, and the next are 46 and 32. So it's like essentially like they're all the same record.
Yeah, and that's a big difference.
And then even the Lakers, I mean, they're 48-30. So even them, like that, I mean, like there's so much in 4 games. They could shift a ton. Like
just a major difference from having to worry about that plan to knowing, and then even if you want to get past Denver, there, like that's the difference of hosting a playoff series or having to go on the road. So
Denver's struggling a little bit right now. They're on a 4-game losing streak, 3-7 in the last 10. Like
I don't want to get into the debate again, but Nikola Jokic's last month of basketball has been insane.
Oh yeah,
he has carried this team home. They've been banged up. Jamal Murray's kind of, I wouldn't say disappeared. I think everybody views Jamal Murray for playoff Jamal Murray, which is substantially better than regular season. But it just seems like he's supposed to be Batman, and he is not at all for this guy. And he's not going to win MVP. Shea is just because he's the best. He's going to lead the league in scoring on the best team, so he's going to win. But, man, Harden, a 3-time MVP, has his best career and doesn't win MVP.
Well, Josh Allen debate.
Yeah, doing a great job carrying the Nuggets. The West is just so good.
And that's where, like, I mean, even because potentially the Rockets are looking at playing the Grizzlies in the first round. Which,
give me that.
You take that?
They're in shambles right now, man.
Yeah. I don't know. They're playing.
John Morant's getting warned about gun things and then immediately going out and making the same gesture.
Stupid,
dude. He's like, I don't think he got suspended for it, but it's
he got a $50,000 fine, which is like,
yeah, he'll probably do it again. Like that, something's going on in Memphis. Don't know what it is, but of all the teams that we could potentially play, give me that dysfunctional crap right now. Like I would be okay with that.
No head coach, like
yeah.
Your star players just trying to throw middle fingers to the league. Like I'm not. I wouldn't be sitting here terrified of Memphis. I'll put it that way.
I wonder how Dallas would be with Anthony Davis fully healthy. Anthony
Davis hasn't been fully healthy since 2013.
Yeah. Since he was in New Orleans.
Since he was at Kentucky.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe high school. Like,
yeah.
No, yeah, hey, it's been a great year. Everything else at this point is just the cream on the top, man. Next year expectations will be higher. Everybody will be gunning a little bit better for him, but yeah, I'll take what they've been cooking up in Houston.
Heck yeah, absolutely. You want to switch to baseball?
Yeah.
Where I'm not so sure if I love what's been being cooked up in Houston.
Yeah.
It's real hit and miss right now. I'm hoping Jordan's starting to hit his stride.
For yesterday.
He wasn't seeing the ball real well at the beginning of the season. Seems like he's doing better. He hit a go-ahead home run or tying home run yesterday.
Bomb.
Saved the game.
That one, yeah. I mean, that was a good comeback win. I mean, really, like their pitching's been overall, it's been good.
Yeah.
There's been a couple games, obviously, but then, like we just said, right outside of the pod, Spencer Arrighetti taking a line drive in batting practice, breaking his thumb, hurts.
Just
obviously, Luis Garcia going down with his injury. McCullers is still a question mark. Like, so, but I mean, the rest of the guys, I mean, they've been playing pretty well. And then, I mean, Altuve's playing really well. He's third in the MLB in hits right now, which just so happens to be behind Kyle Tucker and Alex Bregman.
Yeah, man.
Who each got Player of the Week.
That's
week,
tough,
which is,
man.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
Kyle Tucker is playing insanely well.
Yeah, but
for Chicago.
I mean, I thought Bregman was going to do that last year with it being his contract year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Tucker's showing out. Like he's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
But he's also playing to his ability. Like if you talk to a lot of people that watch the sport, like he's been a budding superstar.
Oh.
They've been waiting for this to happen.
Absolutely,
he has the tools to do it.
But it's not like he was like bad in Houston.
No, he got overshadowed by
Everybody else
hit
behind Jordan.
Yeah.
You know, like that's tough. And then you have Altuve. Like, yeah.
Bregman's. I mean, he's still there when Tucker's there. So
yeah. I was always a big Tucker fan. I mean, I saw him play a lot in Round Rock. The dude was a monster. He was hitting behind Jordan in Round Rock. as
Yeah.
well, like overshadowed.
Yeah, he's always hit behind Jordan.
Yeah. His entire career.
So now he finally gets a chance to show out.
Yeah.
He's taking advantage of it for sure. But
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's playing.
And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised 600 million. At least 500.
yeah, I mean, especially with
With the
that
contract
Vladdy
being-
contract, like
If they're giving Vladdy 500,
14-year, 500 mil, like yeah.
Tucker's a 5-tool player. Tucker's a good defender.
Is
good
money
arm,
just
speed.
completely an illusion now? Like it's just
I think that they have to be looking at this from like an annual average, because the annual average is 35. So like you think about that, it's like, okay, that's not crazy, but it's crazy for 14 years. Like, what is he going to be? 38? And I mean, you look at the trajectory of these guys, like that just doesn't translate. It does if you assume that by age 34 he turns into a DH, but
I mean, he's gonna turn to a DH sooner than that. I mean,
yeah, he's not a great first baseman.
no.
Yeah.
So
That contract's wild.
I thought it was a massive overpay. I mean, 400. You could have argued me into 400, like 12 years, 400 million,
I wonder.
just because of the other contracts that have been given out. But I thought 5 was them caving to worrying. They're worried that they're going to lose everything, and they caved in and they gave it to him.
I wonder if it has to do too, like, if the negotiations had to do with like, oh come on, if they had to deal with like Canadian taxes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Kind of like when guys sign in LA,
Yeah.
or in California in general, where you have
Yeah, it's a little higher. Like the AAV's a little higher than you would expect
Yeah.
because you're having to deal with all the taxes. I
Well,
mean, I don't know.
that's fine, but the Blue Jays have to make that money.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not the biggest. You would think like they have an entire country to fund them compared to 29 other teams going across the country, but they're not the biggest market.
No,
at all.
They're the best MLB team in Canada.
They're
They are.
the best
They
team
are.
in their country.
Yeah.
They're not the best team in the country. Should have an entire nation behind them.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure that that's the case. So
Yeah.
crazy annual value. But yeah, I don't know who Kyle Tucker's agent is, but that's the baseline now. Because
Oh, easily.
yeah,
Easily.
You know, I think
And
what
you're going to get more production out of Kyle Tucker than you will Vlad.
But and I think what Kyle Tucker's doing right now is what he was doing last year before the shin injury. He was on pace last year for a monster
Oh,
season.
dude.
In MVP caliber
Yeah.
season before that shin injury. So I think he's just continuing it
I
on.
mean, where do you stack him up against Juan Soto? Like as far as talent wise, right now.
He's a much better defender.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit for the same average, but he hits for similar power numbers if you were to portray over a 162 game season, I would think. So Soto's going to hit around 300, or they paid him like he's going to hit about 300 to 320. Tucker's probably more of a 280 consistently over the course of a contract, I would think.
I'm curious. I'm honestly curious what Kyle Tucker's average is going to look like since they banned the shift. Because early in his career, like they were playing him as a straight pull hitter, like he was grounding out into like holes where you're like, that's a base hit,
Big time victim of the shift. Yeah.
Like his average is 280, sure, but now that the shift, because he didn't play, they banned the shift 2 years ago, and like last year was a wash because he was
the full shift or whatever.
Yeah. You have to keep a guy on one side of the second base, whatever. I'm curious to see what that turns into.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I remember watching tons of games. I'm like, Jesus, he smoked that ball.
Straight to the second baseman and
Who's
shallow
playing?
right.
Who's playing in right field?
Yeah.
You're just like,
One hopped it 20 foot over second, but
Yeah.
the ground out.
yeah. So I mean,
The good old 9-3 ground out.
yeah, it's great. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on too. But to your point, I mean, I think they're comparable.
Yeah,
Like homer numbers are going to be comparable. Average numbers, Soto might have him beat there. Soto's going to beat him in stolen bases, but defensively, like you said, like
and if you're going to say Juan Soto is worth 750, then there's no world that Kyle Tucker's not worth 500.
yeah, or even 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where the 600 argument comes in.
Yeah, I agree.
But that means like that's going to be a big market team, and what big market team the Dodgers can't sign everybody. It seems like they can, but
Yeah,
they can't sign everybody.
I mean, they already paid off Otani's contract, so
Yeah, I don't know how much money the Yankees. It feels like this is a guy the Yankees have to go at next year.
I think
Because they missed on Soto. They have a lot of lower contracts, I think, this year that they can get off the books quickly. So
I think the Yankees make a big push. I think Boston makes a big push.
But
well, if Bregman continues this, Bregman's opting out, and then Boston immediately is going to. That fan base would riot if they didn't try to re-sign him if he continues the year like he's had.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about stuff 2 weeks into the season.
Yeah, when you're looking at market and stuff, I mean, Boston, I mean, they're big time market. I mean, they can.
Yeah. Did they just sign? How do you say it? Crochet?
Crochet.
Crochet. Is that how you say it?
I think
The
so.
pitcher. They gave him a 6-year extension.
Oh, really?
$160 million.
Yeah.
Well, I saw they gave Christian Campbell too. Didn't they? They just re-signed him as well.
Yeah,
baseman.
They just signed him, and was it on here? Or were we talking outside the pod? Like, who is that guy?
Yeah, that's
We
what
didn't even know who the guy was.
Yeah,
And then immediately they signed an extension.
60 million.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I mean, they're definitely going to try to be relevant because I mean, it's all about trying to outpace the Yankees. So,
But I mean, Tucker's a right fielder, right? Like,
mhm.
where you get like in New York, you have a right fielder.
Who's the right fielder right now?
Isn't Judge playing right field?
He's
He's
center.
the center.
Is he now at center? But
Yeah.
longevity wise, is he going to be a center fielder his whole career?
No, because it's hard to think about. He's 33.
I know.
Yeah.
He feels like he's so much younger, but he started his career so late that
But is he another guy you just put him at DH at the end of his career? Just
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
or you shift him to left.
Yeah.
There's got to be a young guy somewhere that they can.
or you put Tucker in left and you put Judge in right with a short porch. I mean,
Yeah. I guess there's ways around it. Yeah.
I would probably argue that Kyle Tucker's a better defender than Judge. So
Oh yeah.
I'd probably throw Tucker into right. You can. Astros are really good at hiding their bad defenders in left field, so maybe.
that's why they put Altuve out there.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe the Judge isn't a bad defender at all. For his size to play center, it's actually kind of crazy when you think about it.
Got 6'9" or 6'7".
It's
whatever
6'7".
it is, like
200 and Lord knows what. Yeah, that's
there's a defensive tackle playing center field. Like it's crazy, man. But
Yeah.
well, the disappointing news besides all that in the MLB is that Rafael Devers found a way to hit the baseball. So,
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
spoken into existence.
Yeah.
but he ended at what was it 0 for 16 with 12 Ks, and he finally started figuring it out from there. So
It was a great run.
it was a great run.
Which could have been longer.
I really thought he might have to go play third. Did y'all see that Bregman kind of took a dive and cut up his face a little bit?
Did he?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
it was like diving in the hole, it kind of in the short almost, and he kind of got a little scratch on his face and stuff. And I was like, man, Court might give him the day off tomorrow, let that heal. And this was the last game of Devers' bad game. If he goes to third tomorrow and goes 4 for 5 with 2 bombs, that would be insane, for the storyline. But
All right, where do we go from here?
yeah, Bregman being the guy he is did not in fact miss a game, and Devers realized that.
Well, plus the fact that he also has 11 hits already, it's like you can't just all of a sudden move him to DH. Like
No, I thought he might just give him the day off. Like,
Yeah.
let the face kind of heal a little bit, kind of a hard fall, and go from there. But yeah,
Houston's pulling away, dude.
Mhm.
this is with the defense Houston plays. This is not ideal for Florida.
Did you just see that technical that was called?
I think it was on the coach.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, something maybe about the box. I didn't see it completely, but something with the coach.
Oof.
They have to start hitting those, man.
Yep.
Florida is freaking them up left and right.
Mm.
And this is where I think Florida might start getting desperate and just continuously, that was a terrible shot, but just continuously start throwing things up.
Dang, they gave him that.
His own player was pushing him out of bounds. Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw this though. Y'all see the Bengals?
No, what's going on with that?
So the Bengals, their contract with their stadium runs out next year,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to renew their contract by June of this year.
Like in 2 months?
Yes,
Oh.
and they have not. And the GM came out and pretty much said, like, we have options. And so, I mean, I guess Cincinnati's trying to do everything they can to obviously keep them. I think they want to build a new stadium.
That's probably what it is.
It's what it is.
Yep.
But then, obviously, you have to go through the whole runaround of, like, finding funding and having taxpayers be willing to do that. But, I mean, why, if you're a city, if you're running a city, why would you not want, like, a professional franchise in your city?
Especially Cincinnati, dude. Like how much do you have to do in Cincinnati?
I mean, and not only that, like,
Go watch the Reds, man.
the Reds, yeah. But, like, people have to understand, like, that brings revenue to your city.
Oh yeah.
Hotels, restaurants, like, people love when Amazon comes to town. They're like, oh, it's going to bring jobs. Well, so does an NFL franchise.
Yeah.
Like, you have to keep that in your city. Like, if you wanted to make, like, stay relevant and bring tourism and create jobs for people throughout the season, I don't know. If they let the Bengals walk, man, that's crazy.
This is just an obvious bluff, right? Trying to get the city to like panic. Like they're not actually gonna.
But dude, it's running down. Like
I know it is.
they don't have much time at all.
This is just it seems just like a leverage play. Is what
Most-
it seems like.
I mean, most likely they're going to stay in Cincinnati.
But the crazy part is, to your point, they do have options, and if they wanted to play the
Yes.
card, it's
I mean,
Very-
it's kind of like the same thing with the A's in a way.
Yeah,
I mean, like the A's kept saying like we'll leave,
Yeah.
and they're like, no, you won't, and they're like, all right, we're leaving.
I mean Arizona with the Coyotes,
Yeah.
they're now the Utah Hockey Club
Yeah.
because they wouldn't build them a new stadium. Like,
and the A's did this for years. They've been
Yeah.
fighting with amongst the Coliseum for it feels like forever now.
forever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it just makes you think, like, what destination? Like, where would they go? Like, realistically,
San Antonio.
you would rather put it in San Antonio than in Austin? I know where I'd put it. I'd put it in San Marcos, Texas. But
There's no room in San Marcos, Texas.
dude, there's plenty of land.
Where are you gonna put it?
Plenty of land. Right out, dude. Right between San Marcos and New Braunfels, there's plenty of land.
You know,
And then you have people from Austin coming. You have people from San Antonio coming to games. Right in the middle.
I'll tell you right now that that's never gonna happen.
I'm trying,
Jerry Jones is not going to let it.
Jerry Jones is not gonna let another team come
Nah.
to Texas.
I'm trying to think like what city that used to have a franchise like would they
St. Louis.
yeah, but they've already failed twice there.
Yeah.
It's twice, just once. It
Just
failed
once.
It's just once, but yeah, that was
Yeah, they went L.A., St. Louis, L.A.
okay. It's a failed experiment. I'm trying to think of like where one would
Utah
would
Salt
thrive.
Lake City.
Yeah, or I'm trying to think of in other like where other sports are talking about expanding to. Like, would an NFL franchise make sense there?
Toronto.
Yeah,
I mean, they're trying to grow it globally, you know? Like,
I don't know where.
London. There were talks about London having a team. Remember that? I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
It was like Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville probably has more fans in London than they do in Jacksonville.
True.
I'm just about to say that. Maybe we should also relocate the Jags. That's been a failed experiment.
Yeah.
Shock.
I'm trying to think of any other places. I was going to say Nashville. They have the Titans.
Nashville is the one for baseball. They're looking at
Yeah,
expanding,
yeah. I mean, Austin would make sense.
I feel like it has to be in Texas. Like, it's the biggest state besides California. California already has
3 teams.
3 teams, and they're not going to go back to Oakland.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, like, Oakland was a great fan base football wise, but yeah, they're not going back that way.
No. And Vegas is pretty much California. It's close enough.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it's extended.
You know, like it's pretty much there. But I mean, your options aren't crazy. Like, there's not a lot.
No, there's not a lot at all.
Like I'm little.
Like Cyril, like I'm blanking out. So
Like you could talk like maybe like Memphis, but like
Tennessee.
I don't think Tennessee could do two.
No, I've seriously Houston. Texas is the only state that's big enough to throw it back.
Florida's
in.
got 3.
Well, that's what I say. Like you just kick Jacksonville, you just kick the Jaguars out, and then put the Bengals somewhere else. Not in Jacksonville. We put them in Florida somewhere.
But where else in Florida would you put them? Orlando.
Orlando's the only one that doesn't
Orlando?
have.
Yeah.
I mean, but Orlando. I mean, Tampa's 2 hours from Orlando.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, there's already I mean, I guess in New York you have.
But you put in Austin, I mean, that's what, 2.5 from Houston.
I think it's a little long.
But you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's not too far away.
Yeah, that's true.
Put them in El Paso.
Shoot. So this brings us to the point. They're not leaving Cincinnati.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
I don't think they're leaving Cincinnati.
But let's just think about that for a second. Like, the state of Ohio has 2 NFL franchises, and the state of Texas has 2 NFL franchises.
Yeah.
Like, the population discrepancy there.
Crazy.
That doesn't.
New York has 3, Florida has 3, California has 3, and Texas has 2.
Yeah.
but like, would you want to come to Texas?
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm asking is because of like how big of a fan base the Cowboys are.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
you think they could draw fans away?
There's not a better time to try to draw
Yeah.
Cowboys fans.
Seriously.
I don't disagree.
I don't mean that as like a
No, I don't disagree.
There's not a
with
better
you.
time.
Like, if a franchise comes to Austin, would you follow them? I'm sure you're not going to be a fan, like you are the Cowboy fan, but like, would you be interested in like following the team?
I mean, I pay attention to what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I pay attention to what the Texans are doing,
Yeah.
but I couldn't be a fan. I'm 32 years invested. Like, I can't just change now. Like,
Yeah, but your son can grow up without heartache.
5 more years.
no,
in this, Brian.
we're going down together. My dad did it to me, so I'm passing it down.
Yeah, but your dad was coming off a high.
Yeah, that is true.
You were riding the greatest stretch in franchise history at that time.
That is true.
So
Yeah, I was born in the pinnacle.
Yeah.
But like I think it would. I think again the San Marcos area, that'd be so perfect. There's plenty of land.
Yeah.
Like there's like you can build a crazy big parking lot. You can do it all.
But they still just call him Austin?
I mean that's what.
Like,
I mean, probably.
kind of with
I was
Dallas
gonna say, like,
and some
in Arlington.
but it's
I mean, the Patriots aren't in Boston, but like it's on a suburb of Boston, Foxborough, and
well, most times
New
the
England.
problem is when they build these new stadiums, like they can't build them now in the heart of cities because the city's built up around them. So they have to find the suburb or the outskirts.
Yeah, and that's like what Austin FC did for soccer. Like they had to build it like at the Domain area where there was some land there, but again, they're not building a 80,000 seat stadium either.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 30,000 max, maybe not even in there. I don't even think it's 30 at Q2.
Yeah, it's like
Probably 20
20, 25 maybe.
Yeah, but I think
It's an interesting thought for sure.
that'd be awesome. Because again, where are you going to build this arena in San Antonio? Because you're not going to play it at the Alamo Dome. Let's be real.
Well, they're in talks of actually building a new Alamo Dome.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, right where it's at? Just implode it?
No, they would move it somewhere else. I don't remember where exactly they're going to put it, but I know it's in the works right now.
Mm.
Oh,
Just because, like the Alamo Dome is old. Like, it's old. It's outdated. I mean,
Oh, it's way outdated.
I mean, they need. I mean, they could use a new event center,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's good to play the what if game.
Absolutely. I think it'd be cool. But Happy Masters Week, I should have led with that.
Is that this week?
so
Oh, dude.
excited.
A year ago today, I was at.
Who's the favorite?
I don't know. To be honest,
Yeah,
I would think Scotty probably.
yeah.
Scotty's still probably
Just based off a name, I don't. There hasn't been anybody that just rattled off some early season dominance. Not like Scotty did last year, where
Yeah.
he was just on fire.
Yeah.
Every week's been a different winner. I mean, Rory's going to be amongst the favorites. He just did win the what's it called? Was it the Players?
Players Championship.
You know, so and just because it's
Xander.
been so long since he's won a major that you know,
Xander's probably there up at the top.
Xander's coming off back to backs.
Yeah.
He's the reigning,
But he has not,
master, but the reigning.
he has not looked good though.
Yeah.
I hopefully Bryson. I love Bryson DeChambeau.
I would love for him to go on a run and compete.
Me too, dude. I can't wait till he's back in the PGA, man. Him being in Live sucks because he's so good.
Dude, so I saw something kind of going off the Masters, but I saw like the Live is like in trouble right now
Oh, you don't say.
because
Saudi?
yeah, because they said that PGA like turned down their latest offer. Like they offered some crazy money or something.
1.5 billion.
Yeah, and PGA turned it down, and so now like
They're trying to buy the PGA.
No. It was just going to be an investment. But like the PGA will not buck the idea. Like the contingency with this investment money was that Live continues, and the PGA at the end of this wants to get it all back to one golf institution. Yeah. They don't want this back and forth, but they still want Live to go on. So everything they offer is with that contingency, and the PGA immediately bucks it every time if it means Live continues.
Dude, Live can't sustain itself. There's no way they're making money.
I've watched many golf events. I have not tuned into a Live event live. I've seen plenty of highlights, but
I haven't even seen. I don't even pay attention. Like I don't even know how the league works. I watched the Valero Texas Open this weekend.
So do you think like their whole plan was like we're gonna poach these players?
Yeah,
and get bought in eventually. Like, is that what?
Yes, because they brought in the players and they paid them. They brought in big name players that people would follow, and they gave them 54-hole tournaments instead of 72. They let them play in shorts.
Yeah,
they let them be comfortable. Like they tried to make
fly on private jets.
They fly their
families out. Like so, they were hoping that the fans of these players would follow, and if they made it the most relaxed and comfortable they could for the player, then they would perform well. But they gave them so much money. Like, if they stink,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And nobody followed me.
I feel like Bryson DeChambeau has done so well with the time off that he has with his YouTube channel, and like he is blown up. Like just on
the hole-in-one challenge and the break 50 is bigger than anything he's doing at Live.
Absolutely. And like I like his series where he goes to random courses around the U.S. to try to break the course records. Like it's pretty funny, but he just played with Matthew Stafford.
I saw something he hit like almost 700 yards in 2 shots or something like that.
He's ridiculous, man. That guy's unbelievable.
I wonder how his back holds up, dude. Like, because he hits the ball so
but he's pretty strong. He's a big dude. Like Tiger was ripped.
Yeah,
that's travel. Tiger was ripped, but he's not built like Bryson is. Yeah. Like Bryson's built like a freaking linebacker, man. Like he's just yeah. Hopefully, I hope he wins, dude. He seems like a good dude.
So just looking at the odds right here. So Scotty's
favorite
plus 440. McIlroy plus 600, and then Morikawa and Bryson are 14-1. They're the third best favorites right now.
Yeah.
So.
Dang, Morikawa's up there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're all betting guys that have previously won a
major. And dude, man.
I just hope the weather's good, dude. Like, it feels like every year the weather's just trash.
Last year it definitely was.
Hasn't it already postponed a practice round? Or was threatening to?
Well, it was today. Was the first today? Today was the first practice round. I don't know if it got postponed.
I know the weather was threatening to postpone. I'm not sure if it did or not. But
let's see what the weather looks like this week in Augusta. Guess what, guys? Rain on Thursday and Friday in the forecast.
Of course.
literally today was fine.
It was fine today.
Tomorrow sunny. Wednesday sunny for the par 3 contest. Thursday and Friday there's rain in the forecast. It's not high. It's 35% and 65% on Friday. But still a chance for postponement, which sucks.
Every year, dude.
Yeah.
Every year.
But dude, the way they have that place set up, dude, like they're gonna have no problems at all draining, and it's crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like they'll make the course perfect to play. They're not gonna have to worry about any of that.
But good weather, bad weather, they all got to play in it.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready, dude. I can't wait. So great. I love
talking about that though. Have y'all seen the commercials this year?
Not all of them. I've just seen like the ones where it just shows the course and it's like
Georgia.
Oh no, I haven't.
You haven't seen it?
No, is it bad?
So you know who's been the voice of that for forever?
It's been Jim Nance.
No.
Oh,
of that commercial.
No.
I'm gonna get it messed up. Is it Stevie Wonder or is it Rachel? Anyway, it's been the same voice forever. It's classic. It's awesome. And they made a new one, and it's with Noah Khan.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't either.
He's a kind of a country singer, and it's
Mm.
like Noah Khan, good music. Enjoy your music, my guy. I think they fumbled this one.
I thought you were gonna say something like
Some
Theo
rap-
Vaughn.
No, it's just like it was such a classic. It was so perfect.
Yeah, I haven't seen
It
it.
comes in a Masters week, you get so excited, and then they just changed a great thing, and I hated it.
That's
I
tough.
should have sent it to y'all so y'all know what I'm talking about because
That's tough.
it's just not good. But
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Hopefully the quality of play is better than the intro then. So.
Yeah, it's just
Dude, it's just man. Being there last year though, I cannot wait to go back. It's freaking amazing, dude. It's
So Michael needs to take our spot this year.
I wonder if he's going. He needs to grab me a freaking polo.
He said he was going in.
He said he might. He said he has to talk to the
Like
little ladies
Wednesday
there.
or something.
I think it's tomorrow. It's supposed to be tomorrow's practice round. So if he's going, he better be over there right now on his way.
Flying tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope Callum gets good at golf so he can just qualify and go all the time.
There you go. Yeah.
Be pretty sweet.
Better start playing now, dude.
We are.
This is Indiscipline Tiger started playing when he was 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he was probably good. You know? And his dad was probably on him to just freaking hit 1,000,000 shots a day.
Yeah.
You know?
How's daycare?
I gotta work.
How's daycare, Cal? Let's go.
Yeah.
On the course.
I gotta work. Nah.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, dude, it's an exciting week for golf. I freaking love it. It's just I'm gonna be watching it.
About time of year.
Yeah.
I saw that Jim Nance, he announced that 2035 is his last ride for the 100th Masters.
Oh, is that what
He said that's his goal, is for him to retire for the 100th Masters.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, Vern, man,
that dude was fun.
that was tough. That was a tough watch. Was it last year's? Was last year's last one?
I don't know.
Dude, it was like he had his speech. He's like last time from the Masters, cause
oh man,
that voice is just synonymous.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, shoot, he was in Happy
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore, yeah.
Like it's like
Happy Gilmore.
dude, I'm pretty sure
He's gone.
I'm pretty sure Vern went to TLU and was like a freaking.
Really?
I'm pretty positive, and he was a teacher there.
What?
Like for
Uncle Vern.
hang on.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, he just goes with golf. I mean, I immediately think about Tiger shot off the edge of the green that rolls in. Like, I can play that in my mind over and over. And
So Vern Lundquist was born in Duluth, Minnesota. Got his education at Austin High and graduated from Texas Lutheran University.
Wow.
Yeah.
why is that not Texas Lutheran's entire?
Yeah, where's the statue?
No joke, man.
I mean, seriously.
Deserves
man.
one. Absolutely deserving.
I mean, say what you will about him and freaking. What is the other dude? It was Vern and for college football for the SEC.
Are you talking about
Gary Daniels?
Gary Daniels, man. I mean, as an LSU fan, God, dude, it was tough watching it, listening to them because they just sucked off Bama every weekend, man. But I mean, to their defense, Bama was really good.
Oh, yeah.
They actually were good, but it's just God. And every LSU fan's the freaking Bucks. But I freaking it's one of those things you grow up listening to 2:30 kickoffs on the CBS and their voices are just
Yeah, every week.
synonymous to crack open a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And now it's the freaking Big Ten. I feel like it just doesn't go.
No.
It's awful.
Dude, it's disappointing. But
What are we doing, Houston?
Blowing it.
dude,
God, you just got done winning one of these. Don't do it again. Don't do the opposite.
it's
Florida's on an 8-0 run right now in 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
If you would have told me that Florida would be down by 3 with 11:30 to go and Walter Clayton had 2 points, I would have told you you're out of your mind. And that's where we stand. Now it's 6.
but actually points this is bad for the points for me.
Oh, dude,
It's not looking
you're not
good.
getting a 140, man.
You don't think they hit 70?
It's at 90 right now. Yeah, it's not looking good, dude.
Like a 71-74 game. Overtime, dude.
It was a bad start whenever they said
What
that.
are you doing, guys?
Called a foul. Man, they've called 18 fouls on Houston in the last 30 seconds.
And there was 4 fouls in the first half.
But Florida got. I mean, I think Houston got in the bonus quick this half.
They
Yeah,
did.
they
It was
did.
quick.
Now it's been back the other way, and yeah, it was probably a foul.
Dude, that's a gimme.
But yeah,
Houston cannot blow this, man. They cannot blow this.
They'd be the ones to do it.
But see, they wouldn't though. Like they're
And that's what I'm saying, like after everything. Like,
yeah, like that was just
Just
sting,
come here
like,
and-
that was
dude,
awful.
you can just tell that guy sucks at free throw. Like
Awful free
like
throw.
he just looks like he's
My goodness,
You look like you can't make free throws.
Yeah, that guy just looks like it, dude.
that free throw looked like every three that was thrown up in the first half had 0% chance when it left the hand.
Yeah, there was a stat right before the half started. It said
That's
it was
Will
the
Ferrell.
little mix between.
If you bank in a free throw, that should be -1 point. He didn't do it, but it almost happened. That should be -1 point.
He bank missed.
That it,
Yeah, I knew I was doomed for the over whenever it said it was the lowest scoring half in the final game history since
I
2000.
saw that.
why was it not love? Why was it not love?
That's not a good shot. That's
Oh my gosh, dude.
they just don't like points.
It was about how the rest of the episode's gonna go. So if y'all want to cut it
Yep.
out now, then
Yep.
It's going to turn into a stream at this point
we
because
don't have enough followers to live stream yet.
that's true. But we're
Come on, that's off.
That's a
dude. He's got to be 0 of 9 or
I
10.
think he has 2 points in their free throws.
This is insane. Yeah, so if you're still with us and you want to hang with us to watch, you're going to catch the last 10 minutes of the game, and it's just us breaking it down. Have we covered the points in the pod?
Well, the last one I put was Alex Ovechkin,
Oh, yeah, we should cover that. I mean, he broke the all-time scoring record.
dude. And
Well, goal scored record, not scoring record.
yeah,
He's not
goals
touching
scored.
the. He's not touching points.
He'll never touch the
That's right.
Nobody will.
I wanted to clear that up. It's goals
Goals
scored.
scored. Well, dude, and like what was crazy is he did it in almost the exact same time.
Oh yeah, that's
One game? No, the exact.
He tied it in one less game.
And then in the same amount of games now, he has one more goal.
Yeah, so
what year is this in the league for? 19?
18.
18?
yeah,
He's 38, and he.
dude, it feels like he's been around for.
Yeah.
No, this might be 20 years.
I think it is 20.
'Cause he came in at 18. I believe he's 38. Yeah, I think it's just 20 years already.
Because what are y'all doing? This is bad to watch. But no,
He's 39.
Oh, wow.
yeah, so 21 years, 20 years.
So I think it's his 20th season.
He was drafted in 05. So this
This
is
is his 20th
number
season.
20. Yeah. And he's just been a constant. Dude, guess what his annual salary is?
Probably not that.
Talking about $600 million contracts.
That's over the back.
He's making $5 million this year.
Yeah, as a 38-year-old, 39-year-old, like
But I bet he wasn't making.
I bet he's.
Is it just one of his higher goal scoring seasons though? Like in the last decade?
It feels like it.
But I was doing the math today working out, and like he pretty much has to, like if you average 50 goals a season for 20 years, that'll put you at 1,000.
And no one's ever done that.
Nobody's ever done that, no. But he's at pretty much not. Let's give him 900. Like he'll probably end up at 900. Actually, maybe not if he retires.
So there was a clip of him back in like 2018 or 2019 saying like he had no chance to do this because he had to average like 50 a season back then.
Yeah.
At this stage of my career, like I'm not going to get to that point, but he's been on fire this year. The Caps are one of the best teams.
He's at 42 right now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Caps are having one of their best seasons, right?
I think so.
And he was on pace for more, but he broke.
They
something.
won the Stanley Cup a few years ago.
Late 2010s.
Yeah,
They won one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they were really, really bad before that.
Oh,
They had some. It was literally just him carrying a franchise.
Yeah.
They're the top of their division right now.
Yeah, I thought they were.
The Metropolitan.
Thought they were fairly.
And there's some good teams in there.
49 and 19.
The Bruins are in there. The Islanders.
The Bruins are not.
They're not?
It's the Caps, the Hurricanes, Devils, Rangers, Islanders, Jackets, Penguins, and Flyers.
Playoff hockey's not too far away, huh?
Dude, no, and that's exciting as well.
Still working on getting into
I thought he was
hockey
about to
full
shoot
time.
that.
Dude,
Everything's a foul now.
Yeah, this is going to be a long 10
Florida
minutes.
can't make a layup to save their life.
They're not going to have to. They're going to get free throws the whole time.
This is going to be This is going to be longer than 10 minutes.
We're probably right at time.
Yeah.
That was a foul, but
Yeah, he slapped the arm big time. But dude, you gotta make
you got to
it.
finish that.
It's going to be a 2-point ball game, guys.
All right, it was fun.
You know what's a good look? Is seashells in the hair, dude.
Oh God. Florida can't make a free throw though. All right,
Sad.
let's call it
Let's call it.
so people don't have to.
Listen to us just commentate without any vision of what's going on.
Yeah. We'll let y'all know how it goes in the comments. Thanks for watching. Keep liking, subscribing, watching, all that good stuff. Buy our candles and our cookies.
Happy Masters Week.
Happy Masters Week. And until next time, we'll see you next week.
See ya. This is an awful game.
It's going to be like a 2.5 hour pod.